Our Minister of State for Schools and Learners, Vernon Coker.
After 3 years as the same schools minister, BETT 2010 got a new face to formally open proceedings. Vernon Coker, MP for Gedling in Nottinghamshire, is both a former government whip and a former deputy head.
Controlling MPs, I think, was a harder job than controlling a class of children.
While education or ICT is a significant industry, Mr Coker told BETT, too many pupils find science more challenging and less enjoyable when they enter secondary school.
We need to show them that these subjects are interesting, that they are enjoyable, and importantly, that they are relevant in today's society.
So the minister announced SciMorph, an online teaching resource for Year 6 students about to go into Year 7.
About nature, other planets, and how sound travels, all through the use of a webcam that children can use in the classroom and at home.
There were no big surprises from Mr Coker in his speech, since a couple of days before BETT, Prime Minister Gordon Brown launched the national rollout of the government's Home Access Scheme.
Families can apply for a grant.
Over 250,000 lower-income families, Labour says, will get grants for computers and internet access.
The Home Access Scheme is so important to the regeneration of the borough.
We ran pilots in Oldham and Suffolk, and these local authorities proved to be incredibly successful, with over 12,000 families applying for a grant to buy a computer and internet package.
Thousands of families applying for the grant, parents saying that it meant they were more involved in their child's education, that their children were doing more homework. So we've learned from these pilots and we've rolled it out nationally and backed that with hundreds of millions of pounds of money.
It is great because it will do so much to cure the problem of the digital divide that we have and actually make more sense of an awful lot of what's here at BETT by virtue of making it accessible to so many more young people.
There's a very, very big focus now on the whole children's, schools and families agenda. It's very much about what is surrounding the life of that young child, and it's not just necessarily about standards in the classroom anymore.
Of course, this year there'll be a general election, though we'll have to see whether war or recession leave any room on the campaign trail for education.
Obviously the economy will be an important part of any election campaign, but the defence of our public services will obviously be crucial as well, and schools will be a fundamental part.
There does appear to me to be developing some quite clear blue water between what the two main parties at least are thinking in educational terms. From a technology perspective, the current government, of course, has put a lot of money into it and has always gone for big schemes. The Shadow Front Bench tends to talk about leaving technology for schools to make up their own minds. What I do feel is there is an incredible maturity about what you see here at BETT. So much of what is here is now absolutely intrinsic to the way schools work. And that's why I have got a great deal of confidence that not only this show, but actually the role of technology in education is just going to continue on the increase.